What's up, everyone? I cannot go to sleep. I cannot go to sleep. I was asked if I'm going to go live. And yes, I'm going to go live. It's the after party. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Rob Fuzz. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take the time, hit the subscribe button. Come join us. I have a show every Friday, Frankie Friday. Every other Friday, I have a show called Pub Talk. So I do live events, Star Wars. I do Star Wars. I do Disney. I do fun stuff. I do travel. I do a lot of vlogging. I do all that fun stuff. So definitely come subscribe to the channel. So if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. And yeah, let's invite some people in. Let's invite some people in. Let's go. Let's see what's going on here. Who could I invite in? Let's see. How you doing, everyone? What's going on? Wow, man. Steve's World's here. Pirate Princess Red. Stacy Rogers. Stacy called the stream. She's like, "You going on, Rob?" I said, "Why not, Stacy? I want to come on. I miss everyone already. It's a lot of fun." Let's see. What's going on here? Who's in this chat here? So what you guys think? AJC Magic TV. What's going on? How's it going, everyone? Stacy Rogers in the house. Samantha, how you doing? Ray J. Jack Santa Claus, Logan, what's going on, everyone? Trying to get Steve in here. Steve said he's going to come in. I don't know if he's still available. So, yeah, this is the after party. Stacy just invited a bunch of people in. Yeah, so what's going on, everyone? Wow, man, I was pumped. I felt like, seriously, I felt like I was at the Galaxy's Edge premiere today, like the opening day. I'm just, man, from literally from 11 o'clock a.m. until 11 o'clock at night for 12 hours of just following everything, following the coverage, following all the craziness going on. It was pretty amazing. I don't know. It was just crazy. I'm just telling Josh, it's such a great job. They were amazing. Jenna was amazing. Britt was amazing. Britt's amazing. Britt was just so good in Resort TV 1. I got to give it. Hey, Steve, what's going on, brother?
Hey, buddy.
Dude. I'll do like Dave. Dude. Gotta say, dude. Where is that guy? Where is this? What's up, buddy?
Not much. How are you?
I'm exhausted. I never left my chair.
I thought you were gonna. I didn't think you were going. I thought you were gonna to call it, and I just got done shutting down. And
sorry, everyone was up all night, so I had to wait for everyone to go to bed.
Awesome.
So yeah, how you doing, man?
Been playing. I got a gimbal for my smartphone.
Sweet. What'd you get? By the way, Steve's one of my partner channels. Steve is an amazing supporter of this channel. He's awesome. If you haven't subscribed to Steve's World, go check out Steve's World. So
thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much for Joey, dude. What's going on, man? Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. What kind of what'd you get?
I got the Zhiyun Smooth Q, and I got it a couple weeks ago, but I never
want to get that.
I haven't even opened it yet, and I opened it tonight to plug it in. It's interesting. I have my phone in a life-proof case. I'm going to have to take it out to use it in the gimbal. It doesn't quite level right. It leans to one side, so I got to hold the gimbal like this off to the side if I want to keep it straight. So
that is funny. Welcome to the after party, Steve. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. I caved. I watched everything.
I was just about to ask you. All right, Steve. I don't know, like obviously I'm living through you because you're going to opening day in Disney World. So, and I just literally thought I was walking around the house, just kind of collecting my thoughts. And man, could have Disneyland have handled today any better? Seriously.
I thought they did fantastic, once I found out about the reservation system, I thought it would work out brilliantly. They kept showing pictures of people packed shoulder to shoulder, but that was just when pre being able to get into the line or the land. And once they got in, though, I think it was like at most a 35-minute wait for Smuggler's Run. I think I saw.
Yeah, I saw probably at one point it was 120.
Oh, was it that high?
Yeah, early though. And then I think it was leveling off about 90. And then most of the second half of the day, it was only like I don't know, it was under an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. That's
I was seeing a lot of 35 minutes when I would.
Yeah, like more like 35 minutes. So.
Regardless, though, it wasn't bad. And no, they handled it very well. It was structured, everything Disney World probably should be, excuse me, but won't be. And I'm actually okay with it not being structured at Walt Disney World for the fact that I think the adventure of getting in is going to be half the fun. So it's gonna be interesting.
What'd Stacy say? I still look at like watching the movies when you actually see it for yourselves. It's going to be completely different. Yes, Stacy, I agree 100%. Now it feels when Disney World was open. I don't know. Stacy, I agree. Stacy's saying, you got to be there. And I agree.
I watched just about everything on Toy Story Land when I went. And when I walked into it for the first time, there were parts of it that parts of me that I wish had not seen anything, but like she said, the video just never do it justice ever. So it was like a whole new experience when I walked in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm trying to think. You're saying that you're happy that it's not going to be as structured. I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, man, I wish maybe I got in that window where it was reservation system. Because you in a month from today, you think it's going to be insanely packed?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be far worse at Disney World than anything Disneyland could have ever even predicted or will see. That's just my opinion. But my guess is that at Disney World, the whole initial reasoning for me wanting to be there on opening day was to see all the special stuff and everything. But apparently that's all going to be done in the dedication ceremony a couple days earlier. So, the famous people, the celebrities, all that kind of stuff, that's all pre-opening day. So if it's anything like it was today, which I did not sit from start to finish and watch every single thing that happened today, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary except for Galaxy's Edge being open. So outside there's maybe some merchandise on opening day. There's not really a need to be there all day. You're not going to miss any events, maybe to see it during the day and maybe see it during the night. But I don't think there's going to be any special events like Harrison Ford being there or anything like that. So
no, definitely not.
So now I kind of almost wish that they had it so that we didn't have to worry about getting in. But at the same token, I'm okay with it staying in line now because we're going to be with people and it's going to be an adventure. We're going to be vlogging it and everything else. So either way, I'm okay with it.
No, I'm just thinking a sec. I don't know. It just was, did you watch Resort TV 1 today?
I watched some of them.
Yeah, they had a 4-hour window. They stayed 5.5 hours. They didn't really say anything. I think that last hour and a half, they didn't really risk it. They just walked around. They didn't do much.
Mm-hmm.
They were looking around much. They made a droid. The only things they didn't do was the cantina and the lightsaber experience.
Yeah. The lightsaber experience I saw had a pretty hefty wait for at times.
Yeah. What was the wait line, you think?
I think it was over an hour last time I saw it, but I don't know if that resets every time a new group went in. But I saw somewhere that it was an hour wait just to make your lightsaber. That was early. I think that was around probably 11 o'clock-ish our time is when it opened. So it's probably in that first couple hours. I'm guessing everybody went straight there, got in line and did it. And then it took an hour. I honestly was flipping back and forth between so many streams. I couldn't keep who's who. And I didn't even know half the people's streams that I was in. So
yeah, I had a stream on my iPad, a stream on my computer, I had a stream on my other computer, and I had one on my phone. So I was like there, Dave, what's going on? Brittany and Dave, what's going on, brother? Dave in the house. I can't hear you. He's off. His mic is off. There you go. You just that flashing red light drives me nuts, by the way.
Stupid flashing red light.
What's up, pal? I like this look. Man. You get the babushka look at. Like this is the third night in a row you're supported. I guess it's a hat. Okay, there you go.
The hat.
I don't know.
It's part of my my vlogging uniform, if you will. Backwards hat. It's kind of how I roll.
Pete McDivitt, it's me, or does Rob have that voice of that silky smooth late 70s DJ? He loved it. Thanks, Pete. That was for you. Kick it off. was going to say WPLJ, the radio station by me. 48 years I've been listening to this station. It's probably like one of my favorite stations. It went off the air today. It got sold to a Christian radio station. So it was pretty hard. Now you're talking about radio, it got me thinking about it. Rest in peace, WPLJ. Today was the last day. It got sold to a Christian radio station. And wow, 48 years. I met a lot of the disc jockeys on there and everything. And they have a lot of famous people, a lot of Bon Jovi events with WPLJ over the years. So it's a shame. Rest in peace. I'm just thinking about it. Sorry about that. Not thinking off subject, but so Dave, we got to show Steve how it's done, dude.
Oh, well, dude. It was.
So what'd you think today? Let's give you the team.
It was epic. Didn't really get to dig into too much until I got home, but RTV1 tonight was killing it. They did a fantastic job. Couple takeaways. One, if they don't have a reservation system in place in Florida by the end of next week, I'm going to be crazy surprised.
It just went so smooth. Me and Steve were saying, wow, it was so good. So incredible.
It was impressive that the land is big enough that the amount of people that they have in there, you really don't, it doesn't look like it's overcrowded. I mean, I remember looking back at Toy Story Land opening, and it was just like a sea of people, and they capped that thing off way too high. And I feel like they learned some lessons. I'm not 100% sure, but just guessing here, right? And got into a conversation today with Bryson from For Love of Mouse or For Love of the Mouse or one of those. It depends on which handle you go by. Any rate, we were talking, and it was like, it just looks like it's comfortable, right? Like the line was long to get on Smuggler's Run, but it wasn't ridiculously long, right? It wasn't 5 hours. It was
because of the reservation system.
Because of the reservation system, and you could get everything done in a specific amount of time. 4 hours seemed appropriate. Seemed plenty. And I started thinking pretty hard about it, and I'm like, I remember back in 2000, what was Frozen? 2012, 2014. Steve, you're the movie guy, right?
Yeah, the actual movie came out.
Yeah, originally.
I thought it was 2012. Maybe not.
I think it was 12. So the ensuing years, the hottest meet and greet at Walt Disney World was Anna and Elsa, and they didn't know how to handle it, and they made a lot of people not happy, right? And I feel like they did a little better with Toy Story Land. I think the one they still haven't done completely right is Be Our Guest. Although they've kind of taken it off the table as a true quick service. So I guess they did kind of handle that.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean about that one?
So Be Our Guest has been the hardest reservation to get on property for a long time. And they had the sit down for dinner, quick service for lunch, and the quick service was very long. And then they started putting a reservation system in place. And not only for dinner, but for lunch, it was actually the precursor to what the current online ordering system is on My Disney Experience. But they tested it there, and then it just went to a reservation system overall from breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it was nuts. So I guess they handled it. But back to this. I mean, I'm thinking, all right, what's my thought process, right? If you want to meter the people that are going in, do you do it all on the day, or do you attempt to get it so that you can meter them just in general, right? And if you look at ticket pricing, they're kind of showing that where they want to know when you're coming, right? The stratification of ticket pricing has been pretty crazy over the last year. So now you're looking at how do we get the bajillions of people into this land safely, effectively, and with the least amount of complaints, right? Because if you went to Disney for 4 days and you ended up having to go to Hollywood Studios every morning to attempt to try to get into the land or stand in line for it, it's going to put a damper on your vacation completely. And damper might be an understatement. So if I'm going to roll something out like this, and I'm going somewhere with this, guys. So if I'm going to roll something out like this, what if it backfires? So I'm not going to roll it out across both properties at the same time. Why not try it at the property that is smaller, has more of a local population that is going to be able to fill in on the back end, right? You only have 3 or 4 true on-property hotels. Before I try it at the 4-park 22 hotel behemoth that everyone goes to all the time, right? And it's not a slight on Disneyland. I'm not trying to be that guy. But think about it. You don't roll the whole thing out at the beginning. You don't roll it out and say, okay, at both parks, we're going to have this reservation system. And they're only 90 days apart. So you're booking everything out. And all of a sudden, this reservation system is turning guests, souring guests on their experience at Disneyland. And you have tens of thousands of people at Disney World that have now have these reservations that are seeing all of this stuff go down at Disneyland. How do you mitigate that? So you test it for a month in Disneyland. That month ends 60 days out, Steve, right? Because we're at 89 right now, 88. Yep. It's about to turn midnight. So we're in a position where if it goes well over the next 2 weeks, I think it rolls out at Walt Disney World by June 15th, June 21st, with the reservation system opening in July. And that's my prediction right now. I mean, it's only after 1 day of this, but
yeah, that's all we need, maybe.
Well, here's what I've found so far. So I've talked to cast members, and they said there is not going to be a reservation system. I know they can have to say that probably, whatever the case may be. But here's the difference. Both parks are identical. Both Galaxy's Edge's lands are identical. Okay? They hold the same amount of people.
Right.
There are only 2,490 rooms at Disneyland. There are 36,077 rooms at Disney World.
Wait, repeat that stat again.
2,490 rooms, 2,490 rooms at Disneyland, 36,077 rooms at Disney World. That's on-property rooms. No way is a resort system going to work at Disney World the way it worked for Disneyland, because if that's the case, we probably would not get in. You'd have to be there at the minute it opens to be able to get one of those first 3 or 4 days that we're there.
So I don't disagree, but we're the exception to the rule. It's on the back end of your trip, Steve. It's the only reason I'm going down.
Yeah.
So we're kind of the exception to the rule, and this was part of it, right? So if you're only there for 4 or 5 or 6 days, how does Disney guarantee that you get in? So I don't have that answer yet. The only thing I can think is you open the park at 4 and you keep it open till 2, and you take the 2 hours in between that to hose everything down.
Has the ship sailed though, guys? Like, is that going to mess you guys up if they put it into place?
No. It could, but it could. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, it definitely could. I mean, was it 1,500 people? Is that what it can hold? 1,500 people, I think.
I don't know. That seems like a gross underestimation for.
I'll look at that number up here in a minute. But okay, so you got 36,000 rooms. Say it's an average of 2 people a room. That's 72,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Only 4,000 people at Disneyland, and they've got their reservations are booked out for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, 4 weeks.
They are, but here's the caveat, Steve. They still have hotel rooms open, and if you get one, they will give you a reservation.
Streaming the Magic was there. They had a couple good points here. Let's read what they said here. They should apply this reservation system to all future lands and rides. Went so well. I was honestly expecting chaos, but instead it went perfectly today. Your stream was great today, Streaming the Magic. Thank you so much. I was watching you guys this morning. They could do something where each resort gets a percentage amount of the reservations each day. And they kind of said like a lottery style system if you give a percentage for the resort. So Kind of makes sense.
Well, and here's the other negative too: is you've got these people coming from all over the world that are not staying on Disney property, which I'm okay with because I am staying on Disney property. Right. I don't think with that many people booking trips, they can change that now and basically deny all those people a chance to get in.
But they're not. They had their chance. Book on property.
Yeah, but right now they don't have to because that's not a stipulation. Well, all they have to do is book off property and be there.
Well, they've already extended the extra magic hours early. Extra magic hours early, starting whatever day it is that isn't the first 3 days. I'm not saying they're going to. I just don't understand. I don't understand why they wouldn't, because right now, the mass Pandelirium you are going to have at that park every morning for literally the next 3 to 5 years is crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I just thought it was crazy that there was a big line to spend $100 on a droid, and there was a huge line to spend $200 on a lightsaber. It was first day, so it's maybe
yeah. I mean, it's different.
Like these people didn't come with empty pockets.
No.
This is a once in a lifetime opening that they're ready for it.
What did they have today? I saw the T-shirts, and that's all I really saw. What else did they have? Did they have pins today? Did they have any opening day merch?
Did you see Corey Fiasco's pin collection that he got?
Oh, he's out
there. I'm so far behind right now. I don't know how I'm going to catch up.
They had jumbo Millennium Falcon pin. They had 2 jumbo pins he picked up. He said I'm not going to go overboard, and then he showed 30 pins that he got there. It was
I'm not going to go overboard. I'm just going to go over the fall.
So yeah, he got some really nice pins. One of them is a Millennium Falcon jumbo pin. It looked really cool.
I have a jumbo pin. They're kind of annoying. They're so big.
Yeah, but it's probably not the Millennium Falcon.
Jumbo. No, it's not. You're right. It's from Animal Kingdom's anniversary. Jumbo pin. That's funny. His pins were amazing. I gotta go watch it. That's all. What was it on? What was on his channel, or was it on?
I saw it on his Instagram. I didn't see if it was a video or not. He posted it on his Instagram story.
Stacey Rogers says Britt said today that he believed Rise of the Resistance, as the name of the ride, will be open by end of summer. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's what Bob from Bob and Ashley's been saying for the last month, is that they'll drop it at the end of D23. Either open the ride that day for D23 or just say, hey, guess what? It's open on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expect too. And I was hoping they would do that, announce that earlier to maybe deter some of the Disney World crowd back to Disneyland, because it'll be the day after. Yeah. The conference ends the day before Disney Galaxy's Edge opens at Disney World.
They could always do it like a rehearsal opening. I think they've done that before at rides.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it could easily be in soft opening by D23 for sure. So maybe they take a group over and go to town, but it would be pretty sweet. And that sets it. If it's 3 months, August, September, October, November, that sets it right at the end of November, early December in Disney World, which is just going to make Christmas Pandelirium, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was Pandelirium.
Which puts the date right back at where Rob thought the original Galaxy's Edge would open.
Yeah, I mean, I was in that same ballpark too. December 18th, like the very last day of fall.
Yeah, that's why I still think I that carries over my prediction, like Steve said. Yeah, definitely.
It's good times. Yeah, sorry to go on my whole.
No, it's cool. I love
process. I just
like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if they could do it. I just don't see them being able to pull it off.
The math doesn't work.
Pull it off. Yeah, exactly. There's too many people at Disney World. It can house too many people for it to work with the same size of land. But it worked beautifully at Disneyland.
Now, the only thing the only caveat, excuse me real quick, the only caveat is that most people go to Disney World for not 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Not 3 days, not 4 days. It's a maybe a 4 to 5 day trip. And if you do the math of the actual actual capacity across all the parks, and you figure I am definitely not the dude to write this algorithm, but you figure you figure an increase in Steve is. So you figure an increase in actual actual park attendance at Hollywood Studios and the amount of people that actually want to go to Star Wars Land overall, and looking at it as a trip whole where you would, instead of having, I'm there for 2 days, so I have, let's say there's five time slots a day, which would be 20 hours, which is way too many. So let's say 4 time slots a day, so 8 total in those 2 days. I need to get one of those, as opposed to now I'm here for 5-6 days. So that's now I need one of 20 or 24 time slots. So yes, you have that that amount of people there, Steve, but you also have to realize that you're not going to have 100% capacity, and you're not going to have 100% of people wanting to go to Star Wars Land. So I don't know. I'm not saying the numbers work, but I'm saying that there's a glimmer of hope that we don't have to stay out all night.
That's the only benefit. Now, the other thing is,
160. My favorite quote was that I think Dave said, "I'm just laughing that Steve thinks we're just waiting in line for 6 hours." That was my favorite quote.
Yeah.
Like that.
Only 6 hours.
I'm optimistic they might open it earlier and earlier.
Yeah, me too, man.
So
it might be midnight.
It could be. You never know. It says that day. It could be
wild if it opened at midnight that night.
Steve, finish your thought, but I have a serious thought on that. So go to town.
I actually forgot what I was going to say.
Had something to do with numbers.
Sorry.
Something to do with numbers. Oh,
I don't know.
So my thought process is, I would hope if they do go to a reservation system, unfortunately for you, that they start with the guest who can, like, if you can book it 30 days in advance from the beginning of your trip,
right?
Then I would benefit from that, because I would probably be there before most people, since I'm coming well earlier than.
I would also put my name on your reservation.
Absolutely. We can take care of that problem. I'm not worried about that problem. But I'm hoping if they do go to something like that, that the people that are there earlier get first shot at getting a reservation to get in, as opposed to the 9 million people that are going to be camping out just for those 3 days.
Oh, I know. I'm answering.
Crazy. I invited Brandon in too. He wanted to come in. So
yeah, I'm only on for a few more minutes, guys. I got to get up way too early for Saturday tomorrow.
Just do a little quickie thing.
So I could honestly see them opening this thing, and I've said it before, at like 2 a.m, 1 a.m, because of potential for capacity in the parking lot and lines running the whole way back to wherever. And it wouldn't surprise me if they said, well, it's the 29th. Come on in.
Yep.
Streaming the Magic. I wanted to ask you, how was the rest of the park? What time did you get there this morning? What time did everyone have to get there? Was it crazy? I saw Adam Naboo was there. First thing, he just posted his video, and Jackie was there with Adam, and so a bunch of different YouTubers there. It was pretty crazy. So it was very fun to see everyone. And I'll tell you what, the signal was rock solid, but I didn't see one dropout. Everyone did so great, and it was pretty cool. I don't know, what else did you guys think? Anything else cool that you didn't see? Or
the Droid Depot thing was much cooler than I thought it was going to be. Kind of makes me want to go get one.
And it's cheaper than a lightsaber.
That is true. Thought that was pretty awesome. The whole premise of Smuggler's Run is completely different than I thought it was going to be. So interested to see what that plays out like. What else?
Funny. I watched Smuggler's Run, but I don't know. I kind of didn't pay attention. I don't know. It's the
only part that I paid 100% attention to, because I was staring at the chat for the majority of the rest of it. So yeah.
Streaming the Magic said their West Coast host was there 4 a.m. their time. He said it probably wasn't necessary. So Streaming the Magic, his guy there, 4 a.m. they were there. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So what else? Some of the for lack of a better term, like skyscapes, landscapes, mountainscapes, whatever, backgrounds looked so real, like ridiculously real. Oh, I'm just, and that's on camera. and not the forced perspective is fantastic. I mean, there was one time where there was a shot going down a street, and I honestly thought just between the camera and the forced perspective, which is probably forced perspective, but it was still much, much bigger than Toy Story, which is what I was trying to compare it to. It was legit. I'm just like, does this thing go on forever? Like it was. I'm so excited to see this thing, and I mean, just referring to Resort TV One specifically, the fact that Britt was in there early and was like a tour guide already, like, got to come over here and check this out, check that out. It was really cool. It wasn't just like some meandering around. They did a fantastic job. Such a good job.
Live from the steering wheel, Brandon, my man. What's going on, bud?
Live from the steering wheel. I like that one. What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
Are you really at a steering wheel?
Yeah. I'm driving home from work.
Sweet.
So this says that the maximum capacity for Galaxy's Edge is around 17,000 people.
Right.
But you're way off.
Which is one person per room for half the rooms Disney World has.
No, is that $17,000 or $17,000? Which might be what it costs to get in 17,000 people at a time, or
yes, 17. That is their maximum capacity is 17,000 people.
That's not bad. I mean, they're obviously not going to shove it full like that, but
no. But if they filled it with 17,000 people, I would assume most people would be there more than half the day.
Well,
that means that if all the rooms on Disney World were filled with one person, only half the rooms will be able to get into Galaxy's Edge on opening day.
Right, which is why you limit it to 4 hours.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. If they do it though, you got to imagine. I'm guessing, like I said, let's just say a minimum of 3, which is 108,000 people. And if you let's play conservative and say 15,000 people,
right,
maximum.
Yeah, do easy math.
Yeah,
keep in mind they got extra magic hours as well.
I'm not worried about that. If they're going to do a reservation system, I don't care about the extra magic hours.
Yeah, they'll utilize that somehow.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're talking. How many reservations were there? 4.
Well, if you did extra magic hours from 5 a.m. to, I don't know.
But that's not even till Sunday. So just go the opening 3 days.
It'd be
let's say 8 to 12, 12 to 4, 4 to 8.
Oh, no, it's gonna be 6 because they're opening at 6. So 6 to 10, 10 to 2, 2 to 6. 4. I'm sorry.
So four different time slots.
No. They're open to midnight.
Oh, they're open until midnight?
Yeah,
so
18. Then. So 8 18 by 4-ish.
So they can get 60. They can get 75,000 people in one day, which is basically 2 people per every room they have.
Right. Which
I love the stat. Steve's amazing.
That's not people staying off property. That's not anything else. I just don't see that happening.
No, but it's feasible for an 80-20 split to do that, right? I mean, they're going to cater to people that are staying on property and spending the money. So anyone who's thinking about going, get a room now. Corey's here.
Absolutely.
What's up, Corey?
What up?
I invited Corey in. I don't know if
Corey.
He's always welcome, Corey. So there's a couple interesting things in the chat. Hold on a sec. Streaming the Magic. I love this. Streaming the Magic says, I'm surprised that Disney didn't sell reservations. There's an interesting take. Like most sessions up for grabs, but I have one session for purchase. They probably would make a killing. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Captain Akron said, did you see Batu Spira gift card? It loaded with $100. It's a metal.
It looks awesome.
Gold coin credit card. That is awesome.
So look, if you're going to spend $100, why would you not go get that anyways then?
Oh, yeah.
That's incredible.
No, I think it's $100, then you put money on it. I don't know if that's true, but
you know what's awesome?
What's up?
They're card readers.
Yeah, look cool. They don't have blue fans.
Really
they
cool.
Card readers. So yeah, it looked really cool.
No, it's really cool. Yeah, for love of the mouse. If they do a reservation system, Dave has to live stream him trying to get it. I'll do that. That will not be family friendly. We cannot put that on the live place. It will be.
Funny.
Listen, I'm still mad about the Magic Band thing from last night. Jesus.
That was pretty intense.
Magic Band thing?
Yeah, they ran. Long and short of it is they announced that you can buy specialty magic bands if you're staying on property, and then they sold out, and I didn't get mine. Yup. See, Brandon's mad too. Every one of them too.
So Brandon, I thought you were not gonna. You just listened. You didn't watch. Is that what you're thinking?
I listened to the entire thing. I had my because I was working the entire time.
But
so
you
I had
didn't
my
watch.
headphones in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
listened. I listened and I chatted every now and then, but I did not poke my eyes on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, Jenna's come so far. She did an amazing job at Resort TV One. I was so proud of her. They make like a what was it, 5.5 hours? They make it look like it's like nothing. Like they just and Britt was amazing. It was so cool that Britt's been there, and he's such a Star Wars fan, and every little like so many details he pointed out that I didn't know or see, and man, it was so cool that I was so glad. I think he's been there at least twice already, so that was like his third time already. I don't think I don't know. I might be speaking out of turn, but he did such an amazing job. So Resort TV One was just incredible.
So Stacy wants to know if the TSA website is updated for droids yet.
You could repeat what you said last night. That was fun.
The TSA does have official lightsaber policies. If you just search for it on the Googles, you will find out that unfortunately lightsabers are not real, but the TSA does allow you to carry on or put in your stowed luggage fake lightsabers.
You got to read
it. All right, hold on. Someone talk because I don't want to.
And then it says, "May the Force be with you."
Exactly. Yeah. TSA lightsaber.
It says, "May the Force be with you." After.
I was pretty close, wasn't I, Brandon? Yeah. Okay. So lightsaber.
Yeah, dude, you got it spot on, except for the "May the Force be with you" part.
Carry on bags, yes. Check tags, yes. Sadly, the technology doesn't currently exist to create a real lightsaber. However, you can pack a toy lightsaber in your carry-on or checked bag. May the Force be with you. Legit TSA website. No joke.
That's so funny.
It is. It cracks me up. I want to say there's a Harry Potter reference too, but
I wanted to try to see how the wristband system worked. I think I kind of asked and he kind of talked about it. I think they went to Launch Bay and got their bracelet, which just kind of makes sense. And then it was weird. They were walking in at like 5 o'clock. Well, I think 20 to 5 they started streaming. 5 o'clock they were walking in. I was nervous, like how long they got to wait in line? They didn't walk in. I guess they had their bracelet and I guess maybe they scanned it. I didn't really see how it went. They had a red color band, I guess, and it was just flawless. They said it worked really well too, so that was impressive.
Yeah, because what they did beforehand, they scan your little wristband thing, and then you go into lineup.
But where do you pick them up though? Like, wouldn't that take a long time?
You can do it 2 hours ahead. You can do it 2 hours ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So that line's probably long.
I think Disneyland did something smart. They put out a lot of videos, like know before you go, like videos. So I guess maybe in those videos they went over that stuff. I have a burp coming on. Sponsored by D&G Explorers, my buddies.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm allowed to do that on here.
So I wanted to thank Nick again, Magical News Live. Thank you so much. He let me use his footage that his dad shot, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you guys saw Frankie Friday. I showed some of the press footage too. I acquired some of that stuff. Just
acquired
Galaxy's Edge. So that was kind of fun to see the footage. His dad saw Bob Iger. If you saw Frankie Friday, go back and watch it. So thank you guys for stopping in on that. But of course, Resort TV One, as soon as they went live, I had like 2 people in my chat, which is fine. I knew that was going to happen. It was like 10, but it was cool though. But thank you guys so much. It was a lot of fun today. So, but how could Frankie Friday? How could we not do Star Wars Galaxy's Edge open?
Well, you had to.
Kind of had to. So yeah,
you had to.
I did a little greatest hits of his like 3.5 hour stream. I did it within like 40 minutes. So
that's great.
Kind of cool. Ruth was saying that's a cool Frankie Friday. Thank you. Corey Meets World. The Cokes. What did you guys think of the Coke bottles? I thought they were kind of cool. I can't wait to see Josh drink a Coke bottle because he loves Coca-Cola. So
to me, they're
the one thing that bumps. Go ahead.
So, to me, they're kind of underwhelming. To me,
thank you.
Here, we have round bottles of Coke. And all it is just
saw that. I never saw that before.
It's just they do them all the time for Christmas here. They're like little ornaments. We have them throughout the year all the time, and it's just a round bottle of Coke. Sometimes they even say it's the ones with the people's names on the sides of them. this is just a round bottle of Coke with a different label on it. To me, it's just got the Star Wars writing on it. Now, don't get me wrong, that's pretty cool, but it's not something I'm willing to die over just to get because I see them all the time.
Well, at the price point that it is, I expected it to be a little more than just a spherical plastic
what did
bottle.
They cost? I'm sorry, I didn't even know.
They're $6.50. $5.50. I was off.
Okay.
Yeah, they're only,
the other day they were like $4 something, and then they bumped it up
because they looked at the eBay prices, Brandon.
Yeah. Now, I will say I will try to get a few of them for resale because right now they're ridiculous on there. But
I know. Well, oh, did you guys see the R2D2? Well, R2D2 was for sale. I didn't know that.
The big one,
$25K, baby.
$25,000. It's
wow.
Crazy.
I want him.
Yep. That's like Walt and Melissa always say their super chats go towards their camera or whatever. Anything I get is going towards my R2D2, and that's all that matters.
We need to get 52 people to combine, and then everybody gets them for a week throughout the year.
That would actually
like the what's it called? The Big Bang Theory. Those guys.
Yeah,
that'd be funny. I got my little R2D2 here, so
that's hilarious.
He is he's a clock from Japan, and my friends got it for me. He does move. I think the battery's died though. Unfortunately.
Nice.
That's my R2D2. I want to get the Spiro one, but it worked because they were drinking Coke. Frankie had his Coca-Cola. I haven't had a Coca-Cola in a long time. I'm on a diet, but I did have a Coke today in celebration of I don't know. It was just weird. I was just in the mood to have a Coke. So.
Oh yes.
Speaking
of Coke, I think the bottle. I mean, it looks cool and everything. Price, no, heck no. But the bottle looks cool. The one thing that gets to me is I guess you can't pop the lid back on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like once it's off, it's off.
That's weird.
The spherical ones we have here are the same exact unscrew type that you just screw the lid back on. I don't know if they're like that there or not, obviously, but the same. They make the same model here, and it's got a screw-on lid.
Yeah, saying it's $75 on eBay. The bottles. The lightsaber. Wow. I saw a lightsaber on eBay today. Went for $510 or something. It went off right on. It was funny. They ended it right when it opened. It was kind of funny. So as soon as Galaxy's Edge, it was like 11 a.m. Eastern. $500, $510. Someone bought it.
One thing that gets to me is I can't stand scalpers.
Yeah, it's so annoying, especially for stuff like that. So
I'm about it. I don't do it, but I respect it, man. Put the time in.
Supply and demand.
That's where I'm at.
It's kind of annoying.
I understand it, but people don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like flipping baseball cards back in the day.
Back in the day, I still do that.
Well, I'm not saying you don't, but the market isn't quite the way it was back in the late 90s or early 90s.
If you don't have autographs or laser cut things or any of that kind of fancy stuff, they're not as good anymore.
Yep.
I love Brandon Shot. I was just seeing lights go by. I took Brandon Shot there for a bit.
So great.
There he is. He turned the light on. He was spotlight.
So are we going to get onto the real topic of tonight, which is TikTok?
Rob, you have
I started playing with it.
We do have TikTok. This guy right here got me into it. Dave from Brandy and Dave fame. He got me into it. So your TikTok was great tonight.
Yeah, Rob has a TikTok.
I do. So does Dave. So does Steve.
Oh, we all have TikToks.
So does Zippity Doodad.
Yeah.
I think Shep has
Rob,
it.
you know what's so funny?
ZD squared, Shep.
You know what's so funny? Do what?
Go ahead.
Rob, you know what's so funny is the very first TikTok you put up was Bon Jovi.
It was, yep. Well, it was funny because I had an iPad and I had my GoPro footage on there, and I said, "Hey, I'll put some of that stuff on." And I want to have it better. I want to do it instead of the little picture. I want to have a big size, but I got to figure that out. So one of these days I'll figure it out. But go ahead, talk about TikTok. Go ahead.
No, we're not talking about TikTok.
I figured out how to post videos now, though, so that's.
Woohoo.
I just got to find good ones.
We did the walkthrough last night.
Pizza. That was funny, Dave.
That was funny.
Go check out our TikTok.
Don't worry. Yeah. But go check it out. I said to someone today that we're taking over TikTok one mid-30s adult male at a time.
It's too funny. I saw TikTok.
Taking it away from the 16-year-old girls.
Well, yeah, was it the funny thing? Like, my daughter's 12, and like she's into this all the time. It's like, okay, well, let's do some TikToks.
Your daughter's funny on it.
And she's hilarious.
Funny.
But it's like, okay, let's do it. And so I download the app, and you just flip them through, and then all of a sudden you see just random dads jumping in doing random stuff, funny. And it's just like it's like it's going to be the new outlet for the dad joke in the next 6 to 10 months.
It's funny. So you're saying it's like Musically. It was Musically, wasn't it?
It was Musically. It's actually going back to Musically. I know way too much about this.
Why are they going back to Musically?
I think the brand was better, to be honest. TikTok was, I don't know.
TikTok sounds so much better than Musically.
I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's going to do the same thing. But we're gonna have a live stream, and I'm gonna get Gianna on here, and we'll have a Musically/TikTok training program going.
Cool. Yeah, Burger Waiter on. That'll be great.
Hilarious.
So another plug. Don't forget, I was on Brandy and Dave's podcast. It was definitely check it out. I don't know how the stats are going, but hopefully I'm gonna I'll do another wave on Monday, I think. So
yeah, I need to too. Probably Sunday, actually. You are.
Oh, with Dad, you three are making me feel old with TikTok chat. Yeah, we're young at heart here over here. So.
Yes. You're at 45 downloads right now, Rob.
Nice, I love it. We're getting there.
We're getting there, and you are definitely the fastest to 30, and you're probably going to be the fastest to 50.
So. That's great. It was a lot of fun. So
it's so much fun.
I've seen such a progression too from episode 1 to my episode. It was really good.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
yeah, we got another one coming out probably early next week. Got some stuff lined up. So we're moving forward.
Really cool.
Yeah. So
Steve, you have anything going on with your channel coming up, Steve? My amazing partner there.
I got too much going on. But I'm going to film tomorrow. I have nothing planned tomorrow, so I'll be bombarded with stuff on a random surprise. But I've got to film 2 giveaway videos, and I also have to film. I got to film something else that I have written down in the other room, but I can't remember what it is. So I got 3 that I got to film tomorrow.
Steve, am I seeing this right? Yoda does not have his lightsaber in his hand. I didn't even know that.
Yoda has his staff today.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't notice that. It was blended in. I didn't know you could switch.
Yes, he has 3. He has 3 different versions. He has the staff, which is the wisdom, and he has when you take them both out of his hand, he practices the Force with you, and then when he has a sword, he goes nuts with the lightsaber. So, sword in honor of.
I've seen that thing before.
It's sword in honor of Shep. So.
Dave, did you just accept something that I sent?
I did. We're official.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're officially official.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I saw the thing come down. It's like David so and so. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I just bebopped on here, and I'm like, I know him.
And then Dave, you want to talk about your channel at all?
Yeah, we're we make videos and stuff.
You too.
So what do we got coming? We've been trying to get 4 to 5 videos out a week. We have a bunch of content to catch up on from my trip, Brandy's trip, Brandy and Gigi's trip, and then still our June trip from last year. The end of the end of the penultimate day that we're there will drop tomorrow morning. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to get out before we go in July and film a bunch more stuff. And then obviously August is just going to be it's going to be a crap show.
It's going to be a Brofest.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am rocking the DizDads DDCC
nice
2019 t-shirt tonight. So but yeah,
I missed it. I was looking at my thing.
It's DizDads Club.
DizDad, cool.
Yep. Good times. So yeah, that lots to come on the podcast.
congrats to you guys, 1,000 subscribers both
Yeah,
the
thanks.
last couple of weeks. I think it's awesome, guys. I'm so proud of both of you. So definitely check out Steve's World and Brandy and Dave. 2 great channels are below. Brandon just hit 300 subscribers. Brandon, I think, posted a video too, right, buddy? You're gonna be. What's the deal?
Okay.
I love this deer.
I took the video down.
Oh no.
Only because I remembered why I don't upload to YouTube. Long story with that. I don't want kind of.
Oh right, I remember that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But check out Brandon in the future too. You can still subscribe to his Phantasm Gears channel. So that is cool. Let's drive safe there, Brandon. So, all right, guys. Well, I just wanted to come on quick. I get all pumped up, and then Stacy said, "You going live?" I said, "All right, Stacy, I'll go live." I actually mentioned that I didn't know Resort TV 1 was going to go so late too, so I wanted to go on at like 10. So sorry about that, Steve. I
get a text from Rob saying we're gonna go on late, like later. When's that? 10. I'm like, it's 9:22.
To be fair, I swear to God, I didn't realize it was 9:22. And to be fair, I did say 10-ish. So
yeah, you did say 10-ish. It's all good.
But I didn't know Resort TV 1 was going so late. I don't want to step on them.
Yes,
you guys are awesome. So you just what did you real quick? What did you think of disappearing into that world in Disneyland? I was talking to Frankie about this too. I think it's kind of a cool factor that this Galaxy's Edge is in a Magic Kingdom per se. You know, the other one was in Disney Studios, which is kind of cool. But what do you guys think of that?
I don't think it's going to matter where. Once you get into the land, you're going to immerse yourself into something completely different than you've ever seen before. Anyways, I don't think it really is going to matter where it's at. But it's designed to make you feel like you're in a Star Wars planet. So hopefully it does that.
It's done so well. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm impressed. Brandon, you impressed, bro? I can't talk right now.
So impressed.
Oh, from what I've heard, yes.
Nice.
I literally did not see any of the footage. I'm waiting till I'm there.
When are you going? Ballpark?
Yeah, ballpark it. It's whenever the next Star Wars because the next Star Wars convention's it's in Anaheim next year.
Got it.
And that's when I'm gonna be going.
Really? Huh.
Yep.
Celebrations there?
Yeah, it's in Anaheim next year. So
is that all?
Do what?
Is that always April?
We don't know just yet. They kind of confirmed it's not going to be April next year, but they haven't confirmed dates yet.
All right.
Does it say cookout in the window over there?
Oh yeah. I'm at a drive-through. I'm just waiting in line.
What do you get?
A hot dog, a peanut butter shake, and some fries.
Oh,
Nice.
That
peanut
sounds
butter
amazing.
shake.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Peanut butter shake.
I love peanut butter, but peanut butter shake is not one of those forms.
Steve's awesome. That was funny. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for coming to the after party. We're coming to the after party with our TikTok discussion. So, Steve,
boom.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What restaurant is that, Brandon? Stacy wants to know.
Cookout.
It's called Cookout.
Oh, it is called Cookout. All right, cool. I didn't know. Sounds nutritious. Yeah, it's funny.
Hey, who asked last night on TikTok how they're making money?
I did.
FYI, like literally every fifth one is now an ad.
Yeah.
Like as of today?
I don't know. I just didn't notice it before, apparently.
Okay. Well, they're making money then, so.
Yep. They are. I'm going to start paying for ads. Look at this. It's Steve. It's Steve's role. Look at that. We know him.
Wait, hold on. Let me put it. That's Steve's video?
Yeah.
It's my last one, yeah. Can you hear it?
I have my volume down.
Put the volume. Let's hear it.
Oh, nice.
All right, turn it off because I'm gonna get copyrighted. I didn't know it was a copyright song.
It's so great.
Thank you very much, Thomas the Robot. That's awesome.
It's got Yoda dance. I turned his volume down.
See the fun? How do you link your thing? I link it in here, but I don't know how to link my. I'm Rob Fuzz. Shocker. On
I have no idea how to link TikTok. Mine's the same as my Twitter, Steve's World 4.
It's kind of like Instagram. There's no like site. It's like a.
Sure, there is. You can link.
I don't know. I have no clue how to link a channel. You would think it would be like /Rob Fuzz, but it's not.
What, Instagram?
Instagram you can't. On TikTok you can't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You could. I don't have a URL though. How do you tell someone where to go? Just say Rob Fuzz.
I'm checking right now. Hold on, I'm looking.
I think you can just. I think you go to it and you copy the link. Oops.
I feel it coming.
This is great. I love the fact that like we just off the rails all this crap at the end, and it's completely TikTok, and that's ridiculous. What's
Yeah, so
trending?
Rob, if you go to somebody's video, anyways, or you go to your own homepage, there's 3 little dots in the upper right hand corner, and then I'm on the phone. I don't know where it is on the computer, but there's 3 little dots, and there's a button on there that says share profile, and you can copy link from there. What's up, Walt?
Hey, Walt, what's going on?
Hashtag Walt Tower of Terror.
Hey, hi, thumbs up.
Yes.
By the way, thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Totally blown away by Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I can't believe anyone isn't. Oh yeah, the dots. I hit the dots, and then share profile. Okay, there it is.
Yep, and there's a copy link one.
Twitter, check it. Yeah, but that's like a weird URL, you know.
Yeah, but you go to copy link, and then you click on Brandon's face, which happens to be your thumbnail right now. Just FYI, and then you go in.
Really? Is my camera off?
No. Yes. Good times.
All right, I just shared it on Twitter.
Oh, the thumbnail is my. Okay, I gotcha.
I'm trying this right now.
Yeah. Oh wow, that one Bon Jovi one got 730 views. That guy, his name was Reno. He was on the boat. He was dancing to Bon Jovi. So there you go. That's a good thing. My first one got 436. My amazing boat one I love only got 72 views. So, but yeah, they're TikTok, baby.
Yep, there you go. It takes you right to the profile.
Sweet.
I just was messing around earlier. That one with my aunt. That's my aunt actually. Where there's this game you play with these things you put in your mouth and it spreads your mouth open real far.
I know that game.
Anyways, I put one on there. I've heard it almost matched like singing "My Milkshake Springs" all the boys to the yard.
Amazing.
Anyways, that's one of my best video. I think it's got 42 views. I just put it on about a couple hours ago.
This is great.
I think it's called Watch Your Mouth or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. There's a few different games, the same exact concept. I just don't know which one I've got.
Yes, have some. This is an interesting article about losing some of Hollywood's biggest flops. It just popped up on my Twitter account there. Check that out.
You guys have got to try out Cookout if you have the chance. They have pretty much everything here's $1.
I've never heard of Cookout.
Never heard of it, and I don't think there's one here.
Dang.
Sweet. All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here too.
Go to bed.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. I think we're hitting about an hour anyway. So
we sure are.
So Galaxy's Edge. All right, real quick. 10 seconds or 20 seconds on Galaxy's Edge, Steve. What's your final thoughts?
Oh, it's going to be an absolutely incredible, fully immersive experience. I want everything that I saw, even the things that aren't for sale. So we are going to have a blast in August, one way or another, whether it be reservation system or not. We're getting in, and we're going to have an incredible time.
Dave?
Sweet.
Go to Brandon first.
All right, Brandon.
Pass to Dave.
I'll go. I think it's just going to be incredible. I can't wait to get the experience. Even seeing everything, I don't think you'll get a sense of actually what it actually is until you go there. I think with Rise of the Resistance, it's going to be incredible. I love the way that Pandora has the 2 rides that balance each other out. And I think the experience once the other ride's going to open, I think that alone is going to take like a 90-minute to 2 hours. That just experience alone, and then the rest of the sorry about that. The rest of the Galaxy's Edge is just going to be completed. I think it's going to be amazing. So, Brandon, because Dave wants to go last.
I think it's going to be awesome from like all the reviews and what I've seen and heard. People keep saying that like you forget you're in Disneyland. From what I've heard, I can't wait for that. It's going to be exciting. And yeah, I just can't wait to go. Like, at first I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm like, I'm fine with waiting. And then they released all this stuff. I'm like, I can't wait.
Yeah, I told my wife tonight, I got to get there. I want to go. So,
room.
Yeah, and then on top of everything, in my heart, I really want to do that Star Wars hotel. So the Star Wars hotel mixed with that, just going to be incredible. So, who knows when the hell that's going to open, but
it's going to be two different experiences. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the combination of everything's just going to be amazing. And of course, Dave, final words.
Final words.
Dude.
I think, dude. But I honestly think seeing it on TV is fantastic, and you get a good sense for what it is. But I still don't think it spoils it at all. I have that feeling. That's about it. It's fantastic. It has so far lived up to every expectation that I've had. Haven't been there yet, obviously, but I'm impressed thus far. I'm impressed.
One more thing. I just hope we don't get. I know we won't get it, but I just hope it's not overdone so much that we get burned out with talking about it or leading up to it.
I was thinking that too, unfortunately. So it kind of that they mixed the two is kind of it's different openings.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the reason they held off on Rise of the Resistance. To be honest,
what do you mean?
I think that's one of the leading factors is they don't want people getting burnt out.
Well, I think it's twofold, dude. It's one. I don't think the tech's ready yet. It's close, but I think that they're having more trouble troubleshooting that as opposed to Smuggler's Run. Two, it keeps the conversation going longer because if you phase 1 and phase 2 this thing, it's literally a year of people talking about Galaxy's Edge.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna watch some non-Star Wars stuff tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
There is none.
Sure, there is. There's Marvel.
Exactly. I did watch.
I'm still gonna go back to my Marvel.
I did see that somebody, I can't remember who it was. It was generally a really popular channel was streaming from the Magic Kingdom tonight, and they only had like 17 people in there because the other 3,000 people were watching Resort TV 1 or whoever. I don't know what the numbers got to, but it was. I felt bad for somebody that wasn't at Galaxy's Edge tonight.
That's funny. I felt bad.
Well, I don't know.
Florida people are there. A lot of Florida people.
I mean, I looked at our view count, and it's down significantly today. Now, granted, we didn't release a video, so I don't really have good data over the last couple of days to compare it to because we've released a video every day. But at any rate, yeah, I'm like, it's gonna be lost. Anything you throw out there right now.
And Jim from More Sunshine Please is here.
Chat check.
Chat check. What's up, Jim? A lot of fun today. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll end the stream here. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, Pub Talk is next Friday. We don't have a topic yet, but we will
talk Galaxy's Edge.
I'd love to talk about it. I think Dan does not want to do it because he doesn't want to have any spoilers. So, which is understandable. So, I don't know. Pub Talk 4:30 Friday. And I'm gonna be releasing some videos. I think my part 2 of my cruise is this week. I did a video with my my Osmo Pocket that's gonna be released this week. It's interesting, and maybe some other surprises. So definitely subscribe down below. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to these guys. They're all great. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you so much, Dave. You're the man. You're the dude. Steve, thank you so much. Brandon.
Thank you.
Brandon's getting his food. Hold on.
He's getting his food.
Perfect timing so he could eat his shake. He has us on mute. Take care, Brandon. Thank you so much for popping.
I'm not on mute.
No, just quiet.
Just quiet as he eats.
I can't eat this till I get home.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much.
I'm working on my TikTok dance moves.
Nice.
Yes.
Don't forget TikTok. Have a great night, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Night.